Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am, in fact, Bruce McDonald, and this is, in fact, the Talamanca Review. I think that I would like to just start with a poem tonight, which is something that I might get in the habit of doing. This is I'd say favorite. Ted Hughes and Wallace Stevens are my two favorite poets. And then after that come the moderns from Paris, Ezra Pound and T.S. Eliot and that whole milieu of literature. There's what we might call high golden times in every art. And the time after World War I up until World War II was a high golden time in literature. And it's interesting, because artists, when they were real, and they're not real anymore, we don't have artists anymore. Although Maria Abramovich might disagree with me. I would like to talk to her sometime. See what she's about. I have a pretty good idea, but so what? People make decisions. And through the lens of time, none of us know. So let's begin with this amalgamation of the Crow poems, done into a beautiful little documentary that I've shown you before if you're a regular listener and viewer. But it's so unbelievable. Before I play it, let me just say to you that one of the things that made Wallace Stevens such a unique and powerful poetic voice is he broke from the traditions of literature. He had an innate sense by the time he was coming around in the 50s, and he lasted right up until the late 90s when he died. And he was the Poet Laureate of England, selected by, I believe, the Royal Society. The Queen's poet, if you will. Very unusual life. For those of you who are literary buffs, you know that he was Sylvia Plath's husband and she committed suicide. And his second wife committed suicide as well. I don't know if he snored or what. That's probably not that funny, but Stevens read poetry on his own, and he didn't study it at Oxford or Cambridge, where he went. He preferred to know it as himself and not have it taught to him and not have it institutionalized. His time in university was spent getting an anthropology degree, which opened up the world of mythology to him. I think he would have really enjoyed the work of Graham Hancock had he lived long enough to see it. I think he died in 97. Hughes was a master astrologer. And he's most known for the Crow poems. And they're taken, of course, from native mythology in North America, which is itself interesting. Very, very interesting, as far as I'm concerned.